Yeah, I've always been very lyrics driven, and I don't understand music. I've talked to Rick about this. I think I've talked to you about this a little bit. I don't really understand. Uh, I mean, I can hear music and like it, but I don't really understand the structure of it. But lyrics make a lot of
But
sense
does
to
it
me.
touch your soul, music, or is it the lyrics that
It's the
touch it?
lyrics. It's not the instrumentals. So I'm a huge Joe Strummer fan, and I'm going to lose punk points for saying this, but I'm not a
Oh,
Clash
really?
fan.
Oh, okay, right.
So he obviously is best known for the Clash.
Yep.
Most Clash songs start off great, and then after about 30 seconds, in at least in my mind, just kind of disintegrate into a bunch of mush. Whereas Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros, which is what he did as an adult, as later,
Hmm.
and some of his solo work, he actually Rick produced some work that he did with Johnny Cash.
Hmm.
Rick pulled Johnny Cash essentially out of retirement and had him do his albums before he died, and so anything that Strummer did, there's a favorite song of mine by Strummer. It's called "Burning Lights." You can find it. There is an album now where you can find it, or Tennessee Rain, or some of these things that he did, which are a little bit more folky, so not really punk. So I love that song. Bunch of songs by Rancid that I love.
Yeah, Rancid is great.
And then if I listen to instrumentals, I do. I'll listen to classical piano.
Some dreams are made for children, but
Well, it's not going
most
to sound good as a poem. They can play people can play the song.
play the
Yeah.
song. Okay,
Yeah, so I mean, because it has to be something. Joe's voice is what makes the song. Right?
got it.
Joe's voice is what makes the song. But yeah, that song "Burning Lights" from I hired a contract killer,
I don't
or
know. The lyrics are pretty good.
they're pretty good. I mean, Joe is an amazing writer,
Yeah.
right? I'm also a big Bob Dylan fan. Glenn Gould for classical piano.
Mhm.
He was at Asperger's, and actually, I think you can hear him grunting. He had a Tourette's like tick. And I learned about Glenn Gould from Oliver Sacks. So I'll listen to any number of things. It depends on my mood. If I'm feeling a little more tired and I need to be amped up, I'll listen to something that's a little louder and faster. If I'm feeling kind of keyed up and I need to bring the cadence down a little bit, um, then I'll listen to something a little mellower, poppier. I love bands like I'm a big fan of this British pop band called James. There's like 20 bands named James, but this one, and again, I lose punk points for saying that, but they're amazing. And
I
best
think
lot,
you've accumulated enough points where you can afford to view to lose a few.
yeah. But in any case, yeah, music and poetry are they're the subconscious, right? I mean, if you think about a Bob Dylan song or a really good Strummer song or a poem, that the words don't mean anything when read linearly, but they make you feel something. They're tapping into the subconscious. That's really what they're doing. They're pulling on neural threads of emotion based on either timbre or cadence or something that's independent of the word structure. And that to me is the beauty of music and poetry.
I often say Johnny Cash's version of "Hurt." That I say would be my favorite song ever.
Well, he did a Nine Inch Nails song.
He did. He
I think
covered.
Rick produced that.
He
Pretty
produced.
sure he
Yeah,
produced
he
that.
produced it. I mean, he did like the Rick produced the. He pulled Johnny Cash out from a dark place to produce something that. I mean, when you look back, is one of the great things ever in music, which are these like haunting covers of certain songs and originals.
Johnny Cash and Joe Strummer did a version of Redemption Song together
Oh, wow.
that is that Rick produced, which is on loop in my house sometimes,
Yeah.
for hours and hours.
That song
Yeah.
is fascinating. Bob Marley's song.
Sung by Johnny Cash and
Johnny
Joe
Cash.
Strummer. Sometimes I think what it would be to be a fly on the wall when these guys were doing this
These
stuff.
songs of freedom.
Yeah.
There's certain songs where you're like it elicit an emotion that's unlike anything else. I mean, I was trying to figure that out with Rick too. Like, there's certain songs that make you want to pull out over to the side of the road and just weep, or just get inspired to just get shit done, or all of those kinds of things, or remember your family, the people you've lost, all that kind of stuff. I mean, hurt. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
There's certain songs that I've loved so much that I actually won't play them during a relationship until the relationship passes a certain
Yeah.
duration, because if you start sharing in those experiences with somebody
Yeah.
and it starts to become associated with the relationship, you braiding it in with the dopamine
Yep.
of love, and that relationship ends, the song is forever tainted. There are certain songs that I will never play in the company of anybody else.
Yeah.
They're mine. I just it's too risky
Yeah.
to give those up.
I love that. I
And
love that.
and I think that
And there's like levels.
there are levels, right? Exactly. We'll leave it at that.